let's jump right in.
Secretary Pete, you are the Secretary of Transportation.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about these manned SUV-sized drones flying over New Jersey?
Scaring the hell out of us.
John Kirby, the National Security Communications Advisor, said they were manned yesterday. What do you think of this?
So, I mean, we're helping law enforcement work through it all, mainly a Homeland Security issue. Our job is to make sure that any restricted airspace, nothing comes in there that shouldn't be there. That includes airspace over an airport. Sometimes another area could be restricted because it's sensitive. For example, that's close to the Trump Golf Club. There's temporary flight restrictions there. Bigger picture is we're going to have more and more drones. Obviously, if it's manned, that's different. But we're going to have more and more things entering the airspace. We got to work to make sure that's safe. This is not a world where anything flying is either an airplane or a helicopter. The drones are getting bigger. Look, it can be a good thing to have these resources to deliver, for example, in a really hard to reach area, you can make deliveries. But we're talking about potentially millions of these coming into the airspace. And what we're trying to do at especially on the FAA side, is coordinate all of that, make sure it's safe.
But we
But
don't
John
know what
Kirby
it is,
said
though.
they're manned. Like, whose mans is this? like, who are these people? Like, and why is it okay? And why wouldn't they inform the public beforehand?
Yeah, so they know more than I do on the law enforcement side about the identity of the aircraft. But it is true. Sometimes you look up at something, you think it's one thing, turns out it's another. I think that's what they've been working through on the law enforcement side.
One more question.
So we're trying to move that along. We're trying to finalize a lot of policies we set into motion. We just did one a few days ago on airlines, again, how airlines treat people and what kind of compensation you ought to get. That was launching a policy. We're also finalizing some policies that we launched a while ago. So we're busy. We're going to stay busy for the next 38 days that we have in these jobs. Or people realize that something like the refund policy we're doing on airlines is working for them. All these EV factories I've toured, many of which, by the way, are in red states, Indiana, Kentucky, Kansas. Most of those, when I've toured them, they've been construction sites, and they're already creating all these jobs in the building trades to build them, but the manufacturing jobs in them, they're coming online in like 2025, 2026, 2027. So we're in this stage where you're not always getting credit for good work.
I want to ask one question before you jump in, Angela.